this is where we found ourselves. Welcome to the local show. People you work with, people you know.
Welcome to another edition of the Local Show here in GrassRoots Community Network. I'm still Erik Skarvan, your host. Thanks for joining us this week, guys, in our 19th season of broadcasting the Local Show, where we feature inspirational locals each week from the Roaring Fork Valley. This week will be no exception. I'm so excited to have my friend back, and Floyd, who's cruising around somewhere. It's Susie Krabacher from HaitiChildren.
Brother.
Great to see you. We got to get the Floydster. Come on over, Floyd. We got your doggy Floyd back in the house. He joined us this last winter.
Floyd.
He's usually a really good guest.
He wants to see the cameraman.
He's checking it out. We'll let him sniff out the scene here. But welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm thrilled to be back. I look forward to this weeks before it happens. So obviously I always have a lot to say, and half an hour is like so little time. Yeah,
well, we've got a lot to get in,
Yeah.
but I did want to start with HaitiChildren and your orphanage, and you've got over 100 kids, and not only kids that were homeless, but kids that are disabled, and it's really a wonderful, a home that you provided, but not just about shelter and food and education that you provide, but raising the future leaders of Haiti, which is so needed now more than ever. You
have no idea how this. Some people might know about the situation of Haiti for the last year. The president was assassinated. There's been no elected government. There are literally, I think, four officials that are still running the government, one of which is the Prime Minister of Haiti. However, and he is supported by the U.S., so he is a legitimate Prime Minister. However, the gangs in Haiti have taken over 80% of the capital of 2 million people. So that includes us. Everything that HaitiChildren is about is centered around Port-au-Prince.
Wow.
So we're told when our schools can open, we're told when we can go to the bank, we're told when we can take the kids to the hospital, we're told when we can open our church. Everything is dictated by the gangs.
Yeah.
And, you and I discussed whether or not to go deeply into this before the show, but, a lot of the people in Aspen support us. So this is an opportunity to give them a real up-to-date blow by the moment of what's happened in the last 2 days since Sunday. Sunday, our area called Arcaye, which is a beach village community. There are 10 villages in Arcaye, us being one HaitiChildren village.
Okay.
So we have been taking our sick children. We have many terminally ill children. We're the only organization in Haiti that takes terminally ill orphaned children. A lot of organizations have left Haiti because it is the kidnapping country of the world right now. So we've been taking our kids by boat all the way to Port-au-Prince from Arcaye, which usually is, an hour and a half drive, but it takes us 6 hours to load a sick child into a fishing boat, which is a wooden fishing boat. We pad it with a mattress. We bring IV fluids on a pole in the fishing boat with 2 medical doctors, and we go 6 hours in the waves, because it's rainy season now, to the hospitals in Port-au-Prince. So it's a heroic feat that our doctors would even do this, but this is and I honestly I have had so many phone calls from our doctors saying, I want you to know that we are not taking our normal route because of shooting, in the boat. People are shooting from the beach to the boat. So if something happens to us and we meet our demise, I want you to let my family know that this is where we were when we drowned.
Wow.
So it's, these are people with a mission. They do it for God.
Yeah.
And where I was going with this is on Sunday, There was a massacre of 17 people killed in front of our gates at our village. The gangs there are 2 gangs in our village area that are warring over land. The land is valuable. It's beachfront property. So they're fighting over it, and my driver, who makes $150 a month, which is minimum wage in Haiti, was his 2 cousins and his brother lived in his home that he built with his salary, and the gangs came and wanted to take over his home. They fought, and 3 of his family members were massacred, mutilated, filmed while they were being killed. And my kids, inside the gate, could hear the screaming of those people as they were tortured. So the kids are absolute phenomenon of child wisdom. I talked to them after it happened, and even the kids in the wheelchairs were like, "Mom, you need to buy us guns." I'm like, "No, we're not going to buy you guns. We have guards. You're gonna be okay." Well, next day, on Monday, the gangs entered our orphanage. They came with their AK-47s. 20 were outside the gate, and 2 came in. The chief and his assistant, or whatever you call a gang member, and they went through all the dorms of the orphanage with their guns. And when they were finished, they told my kids, "Please don't be afraid. We're not here to scare you or hurt you." And I'm like, "Really? You're coming in with kids in wheelchairs, telling them to be quiet and be good while you search everything in the orphanage?" They thought we were hiding the other gang members in our orphanage.
Okay.
So today,
Oh my gosh.
after this happened yesterday, I sent out an absolute plea, humbled plea to our friends in the State Department, several former U.S. ambassadors to different islands in the Caribbean, saying, "I beg you," and also our wealthiest donors, and I'm begging you, we need to evacuate those 60 disabled children. The healthy children can run. The disabled children cannot. So please, I beg you, find a way that these kids can get asylum. We've been talking for almost 8 months with Jamaica, the Prime Minister of Jamaica and the Minister of Foreign Affairs in Jamaica, through the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church is, has so much more a powerful voice, and they give so much charity to both Haiti and Jamaica.
Okay.
A gift from God came from one of my donors. He's like, "Look, I give hundreds of millions of dollars to the Catholic Church. I think you need to get involved with them and talk about how can we rescue your kids from Haiti to Jamaica." Okay. So the latest, as of today, I called this organization who does rescues, who works with the Jamaican government very intimately, and the Jamaican government has agreed that they will give asylum and shelter to all of those 60 kids, and it's looking very good.
That's great news.
It's looking very, very good. So
that is awesome.
Right before, I was sitting in my car right outside the studio on the phone, and I'm shaking because I've been waiting for 8 months for somebody to say, "I think we can do this." And now, and the most amazing thing, there's an organization in Jamaica who does nothing but take care of orphaned, disabled, and terminally ill children.
Awesome.
Like us. And their name is Mustard Seed.
Okay.
They said, "Susie, these kids, we have a massive campus.
Wow.
We have a beautiful dorm. all of your kids will have new beds. And not only that, we have a medical staff that is full of specialists for every disease your kids have.
Awesome. So God,
so I've been
God
like,
answers prayers.
I honestly,
just huge.
I've been like a cat on a hot tin roof for 8 months waiting for somebody to hear me. And then today we get this call. The only thing that has to be done is the Prime Minister of Haiti has to give permission for us to leave Haiti legally so that I'm not a criminal child trafficker. If I leave the country without permission, then it's illegal. So Joe and I, of course, don't want to be criminals.
You want to keep that record clean, you know.
That's right.
Especially if it's going to appear in the local newspapers. You
And
know, you don't want to child trafficking,
happens,
the Krabachers.
Oh my gosh! No kidding.
No way.
So I'm sitting here, and tonight, at 8 o'clock tonight, I'm supposed to get a call again from the Jamaican government, letting me know if the Minister of Foreign Affairs has been able to talk to the Minister of Haiti, the Prime Minister, and if he will please let us have our freedom and go. They will not live. I'm going to say something very disturbing, but I've just told you the good news. The gangs have been sitting on the walls of our orphanage, which are very high security walls, and they hate disabled people because they're considered curses in Haitian concept.
That's part of the Haitian culture. You had mentioned that in the past, you know, so they have a totally different perception of disabled kids.
It's, you know, the voodoo religion does not accept imperfection. It's considered you've been cursed. You were cursed from the womb, and we don't want to have anything to do with that curse. So they're ostracized. So I've let the international community know that I believe that we can keep our healthy children safe at bay from the gangs, but they are torturing my disabled children by saying to my staff in Haiti, you know, you need to put those kids out of their misery. You need to put, you know, they're sitting there with AK-47s saying, you need to put them out of their misery. So, you know, by the grace of God, we have not had any gunfire inside of the orphanage. It's all outside the orphanage. We have 18 acres that are completely walled in with, you know, the security glass on the walls and the guard towers. But we have to, we can't be aggressive. When the gangs come, we have to let them in. Because we've got 2 guards with 2 guns. And
they're outgunned, basically, outmanned and outgunned.
And if you piss them off, they're going to come in a-shooting.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, there's a lot to unpack, but I'm glad there's good news.
Yes. Next time on the show,
you can move the disabled kids to Jamaica hopefully pretty soon, you know, depending on how quickly the governments can connect and communicate that and organize it. And there's ways people can help, which is what we're going to talk about on the show today. And I also want to talk about some of the things that you guys do with the kids.
Oh,
you know, the kids that are there now, the activities that they get to do. So we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
And we're going to get back to it. Look at Floyd's found his special place. He's like, well, you guys are putting me to sleep with your interview, but I'll just be over here if you need me. just let me know when you're done. Look at him. He's an angel. So we do want to thank our summer underwriters for making these great shows with Susie and Floyd happen each week. We do have HaitiChildren, Aspen Square, Klug Properties, Susie's Consignment Aspen, Silver Peak Grill, Picken County Solid Waste Center, Sundog Athletics, and near and dear to my heart, the Wheeler Opera House, who's our exclusive presenting sponsor. We're going to go to our only break of the show, guys. We'll be back in just 2 minutes with Susie Krabacher. She's the founder and CEO of HaitiChildren and how you can help, so don't go away.
Susie's Consignment in Aspen at 600 East Main. Same friendly faces, same great prices, and new items daily. See you at Susie's.
At the Wheeler Opera House, we set the stage for connections that create memories for our audiences, artists, and greater Aspen community. At the Wheeler Opera House, all are welcome. You're welcome to be a part of history.
I'm so passionate about this community. I absolutely love living here and raising my family here. It gives me a lot of pride to share this with my friends and my clients and help them achieve their dreams of owning an Aspen snowmass and enjoying this incredible lifestyle.
Join the string beans in helping reduce food waste in our community.
Plan menus carefully and only buy what you need.
Collect unused scraps for compost.
Ask for smaller portions in restaurants.
Take home leftovers to eat later.
Donate unopened food to our food bank.
Let's work in concert to reduce food waste.
Providing exceptional service for over 50 years, Aspen Square features studio and larger condominiums for nightly rental with an ideal downtown Aspen location. They offer fully equipped kitchens, wood-burning fireplaces, and private balconies with full hotel-style services and gracious hospitality. Aspen Square is proud to support the local show. Chef-owned and operated and supported by a hard-working team behind the line, Silver Peak Grill is passionate about their food, service, and delivering quality. Expect quick serve, casual dining, in a clean, bright atmosphere with an outdoor patio with shade in the summer. Sundog Athletics, Aspen's adventure sports school, is your opportunity to experience Aspen's most amazing adventure locations and gain new skills to increase your safety, performance, and enjoyment while mountain biking, road biking, hiking, and paddling on Aspen's exclusive canoeing adventure.
Welcome to the local show. People you work with, people you know.
We're back here on the local show. Guys, honesty is the best policy. We're going to come to that here on the show. And it's because Susie has raised her kids with such great morals and values. We were talking a little bit off camera about the honesty that you get from the kids, but I wanted to lead into actually I want to talk about something really quick, and we have a video. But you guys do fun activities. Not only do you educate the kids in classes each day,
Yes.
but you do fun activities.
We do.
And I did want to touch on that while we still have some time. Can you talk a little bit
Oh,
about
gosh,
the
yes.
indoor and
Yes.
outdoor activities
Yes.
that you do with the kids?
Yes. So the kids have learned that when I'm in Haiti, that I have a lot of meetings because we have over 100 employees. We take care of about 8,000 people every year in our clinics and our therapy center, in our community networking centers, on our farms, in the church, in the orphanages, in the schools. So there's about 8,000 people, and we have 12 directors, and so I have to schedule my time. So the kids they're so brilliant. They're seeing me with all these meetings, and I let the kids come to the meetings because I want them to learn diplomacy.
Okay.
And
interesting.
how to be a leader, how to talk to employees, also how to talk to government officials.
Okay.
I've taken them to Washington, and they've met with senators and congressmen. Wow. Every time I meet with an ambassador or a very wealthy, prominent leader, donor, I bring them with me. So last time I was there, they hired their own ambassador of the kids who came up and said, "Mom, we would like to schedule a meeting with you."
Oh, like all official like.
I've never been so nervous in my life. I've met with presidents, everything, and I was like, what in the world do they want to talk about?
Yeah, this sounds pretty serious.
So, and I told you, I was doing a live interview with a U.S. television station from Haiti at the orphanage, on the grounds of the orphanage, and so I picked one of the kids who is, he's brilliant in school. He's he's very talkative, so I knew I'd have no trouble with this kid talking and talking. So the interviewer asked, okay, so tell me, Ronald, tell me about your mom and, how she found you abandoned and she took you in at the age of 4 and she's loved you and given you education, she takes you on trips and you eat well, and, what does that do for your heart? He's like, well, let me just tell you, she yells at me all the time, and right now she took my phone away, and I can't even talk to her. So
you're kind of like, okay, well, at least he's a really honest little
bring
guy.
in the next kid.
Yeah, next. Okay, what about Joey? Here, Joey, you come on over here, man.
Joe's worse. Joe's worse. So what he has done behind my back, my husband Joe has I gave my kids his cell phone number because he gave them cell phones in case of an emergency, in case gangs broke in. He gave the 14-year-olds cell phones. So they were blowing up my phone 24/7, so I gave them his office phone.
Yeah.
So now he's like, you want to bill them for those hours that they're calling you?
Oh my gosh.
But they're brilliant. Like,
And you guys are like cooking
we're
and sewing.
cooking, we're sewing. We have one of our donors, actually 2 donors, built us a soccer field.
How cool.
We're starting the most amazing soccer academy on our campus
Awesome.
to keep kids out of gangs,
There you
to bring them in and teach them. We've got coaches, we've got technical coaches. The kids are having to compete for spaces. We have 300 spaces for the academy. We have 500 applicants. We have, I take 10 of the most studious and helpful children on a trip every year. Last year we went, or this year, we went to the Dominican Republic. Today we started having conversations about, and it's hard to get visas.
Yeah.
Very, very hard. So we only get a visa for 2 weeks, and it's a really big competition because we take care of 3,000 kids in the system.
Jeez.
So it's a really big competition. But this year I'm taking 10 to Mexico. And, I've taken them to DC. I love taking them here to meet the donors here because they get to see the people who helped raise them.
Exactly. Which is just awesome all around obviously from the donor side. They're getting to, up close and personal. This is how I can affect these kids' lives in such a positive way. Then from the kids' side, of course, you're giving them all that exposure to these amazing experiences, traveling, soccer, learning skills like cooking.
Yeah.
Learning skills like sewing.
Yes.
Learning diplomacy so they can really be political leaders. That's just so beautiful, and we're already down to just a couple minutes, but I want to funnel people to different ways they can help. HaitiChildren.org is the website.
Yes.
And like I know for me, when I go there, my dog's name is Sammy, one of my dogs, Sammy. I like Sammy's hospital.
Yes.
And I donate to that.
Yes.
Now let's talk a little bit more about how people can help, because you guys really need help, now more than ever.
We do need it. And let me just say, we are trying desperately right now to raise money for clothes. We have 112 children who live with us 24/7, and we've done the hand-me-downs to the point where the hand-me-downs are almost non-existent. They're dust. So we're trying to raise money for 3 outfits per child and a pair of shoes per child. We have to raise something like $20,000 to get 3 outfits that are brand new. I don't want my kids to always be in hand-me-downs. I want them every few years to get something new. So that it's theirs and it's never been anybody else's.
Right, that's
so
special.
It would be really wonderful if you could go onto the website, HaitiChildren.org, and say I want to donate some money for these kids to have new clothes.
Okay. Let's check out this video that your team, including Kim, had so generously provided. We'll check out that video right now for more.
To American Susie Krabacher, these are her children, and this is what she was put on this earth to do. For nearly 30 years, her orphanage, HaitiChildren, has cared for thousands of abandoned, orphaned, and disabled kids in the Caribbean nation.
Whatever's happening on our campus and around our village right now, it's almost demonic. I've never seen anything like it.
Krabacher says in the last months, violence has escalated to a level she's never seen. Her more than 100 vulnerable children and the thousands they feed in the surrounding community are malnourished. The roads are barricaded, and 2 shipping containers with 700,000 meals can't get through the insecure port.
When it gets into port, all those containers will be broken down and put on teeny tiny wooden fishing boats to get them to my campus because it is impossible to go on the road.
As one of 2 orphanages in the country that will still take in sick and disabled children, Susie says they're full.
Even if it's just my kids who are sick and are unable to run, if these riots get worse, I think that they should be allowed to leave.
For now, she prays, communicates, and does what she can. Ashley Walters, WPTV, News Channel 5.
So HaitiChildren.org, and did you have fun on the show today? I know it's so tough, but I'm so honored to have you. I baked you cookies last night. You can decide if you want to share with Floyd and your husband, Joe. Did you have fun?
Yes.
Thank you
You're
for
my
sharing.
brother.
Yeah, well, I consider you my sister. You're so giving. You're so wonderful. I know people will chip in like they always do.
They have been so
But
generous.
we really need the support right now.
We really do.
Thank you for all you do.
And prayers.
And your team. And we appreciate the prayers as well. And thank you guys for watching this week on The Local Show. At the Wheeler Opera House, we set the stage for connections that create memories for our audiences, artists, and greater Aspen community. At the Wheeler Opera House, all are welcome. You're welcome to be a part of history.
I'm so passionate about this community. I absolutely love living here and raising my family here. It gives me a lot of pride to share this with my friends and my clients and help them achieve their dreams of owning an Aspen snowmass and enjoying this incredible lifestyle.
Want to live like a local? Help us reduce food waste, a major contributor to climate change.
You can help in 3 simple ways.
Plan menus carefully and only buy what you need.
Collect unused scraps for compost.
Buy ugly fruits and vegetables.
Reduce food waste.
Live like a local.
Sundog Athletics, Aspen's Adventure Sports School, is your opportunity to experience Aspen's most amazing adventure locations and gain new skills to increase your safety, performance, and enjoyment while mountain biking, road biking, hiking, and paddling on Aspen's exclusive canoeing adventure.
Welcome to